Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We have more gaming and PlayStation news, rumours and leaks to go over. As always, a huge shout out to the God of War and Uncharted channel members. And if you enjoyed today's video, please show your support and hit that like button. Let's start with Mafia, the old country, because we have some news. Take-Two Interactive, the publisher behind the Mafia series, is pulling back the curtain on this upcoming game, and we're finally starting to see some real movement. The most recent update came through the game's official social media channels, where Take-Two dropped a teaser confirming that the brand new gameplay trailer is just around the corner. The trailer is scheduled to go live on May the 8th, and it's shaping up to be a major movement for both longtime fans of the franchise and new players interested in a narrative-driven action game. Now, the trailer will premiere at 8 AM Pacific, 11 AM Eastern and 4 PM UK time, and it'll be followed by a developer panel hosted by PAX East, a popular gaming convention held in the US. Now here's where things get even more interesting. A short while ago, a Steam news update tied to the game briefly mentioned August the 8th, 2025 as a potential release date. This wasn't part of an official press release, but it was connected to the listing for PAX East panel, which lends some credibility to that being the release date for the Mafia. Steam quickly updated the post, but not before eagle-eyed fans had spotted it. With the timing of the panel and the trailer reveal, many now believe that Take-Two will confirm the release date during the panel discussion itself. So while it hasn't actually been officially announced by Take-Two, August the 8th is looking like the most likely launch window. The Mafia series has built a reputation for offering deep, cinematic stories set against the backdrop of organized crime in different time periods. Mafia 1 took us to the 1930s, following Tommy Angelino in a fictional American city inspired by New York and Chicago. The Mafia 2 shifted the focus to the 1940s and early 50s, with war veteran Vito Scaletta navigating the rise of organized crime. Mafia 3, the most recent entry, was set in 1968 and followed Lincoln Clay's quest for revenge in a gritty, racially divided version of New Orleans. Each title of the game has used its era to tell grounded, character-driven stories, usually centered around betrayal, ambition, and the cost of living a life outside of the law. What makes the old country particularly intriguing is that, based on early rumours and subtle hints, the game might be going back even further, possibly to Europe, or at least exploring the roots of the Mafia before the American chapters we've seen in earlier games. That will be a big shift for the series and could open up a totally different atmosphere, setting and tone. When the new trailer drops, we'll likely get our first real look at what kind of game this is going to be. Are they sticking with the open world formula seen in Mafia 3, or will they return to the more linear, tightly controlled structure of the first two games? And how much will realism, storytelling and character development play into this new chapter? We're also curious to see how the game looks visually. Take-Two has access to some of the best game developers and development technology out in the industry. We might see some really impressive graphics and performance, especially as the game is likely going to be enhanced for the PS5 Pro. And this is one game that is on my radar and I'm really excited to see, especially if the rumours of this being set in the early 1900s in Sicily are true. What do you think, guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and let's move on. So this is the big year for Housemarque. This year marks a big milestone for them as it's their 30th anniversary. That's 3 decades of crafting some of the most innovative action games out there. While the actual anniversary falls on July the 19th, fans have already been given a mysterious teaser to chew on. On Housemarque's social media, the studio dropped a strange retro-styled found footage video. The clip comes with distorted visuals and odd sound overlays that feel something more like an old VHS tape. It's unclear what exactly they're hinting at, but naturally fans have theories. Many fans are hoping that the teaser is related to Saros, which is rumored to be the follow-up to Returnal, their critically acclaimed sci-fi roguelike game. Housemarque has said that they plan to reveal more about Saros later this year, so the timing does add up. Others are speculating that it could be anything from a PS5 Pro update for Returnal to a sequel to Resogun, Super Stardust, or even Alien Nation. Housemarque has a deep catalogue of games and fans clearly want to see old favourites revived. Of course, this could also be something more nostalgic, maybe a look back at the studio's early days with behind-the-scenes footage, or perhaps is a creative way to introduce a brand new kind of game. Either way, all signs point to July being a big month for Housemarque fans. So, what do you think Housemarque are teasing? Let me know in the comments and let's move on. Remedy Entertainment has officially unveiled the release date for their first ever multiplayer game, FBC Firebreak. Known for their single-player hits like Control and Alan Wake, Remedy is stepping into new territory with a co-op first-person shooter designed for up to 3 players. Now, FBC Firebreak is launching on June the 17th and will be available for PC, PlayStation and Xbox. The standard version of the game is priced at $39.99 and it will be available on Xbox Gamepass and PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium from day one, making it accessible to a huge number of players right out of the gate. For those who want a little bit more, there is a deluxe edition priced at $49.99, which comes with some exclusive cosmetic items and custom voice packs. And if you change your mind later, you can upgrade from the standard edition for just an extra $10 or £10. Remedy has also shared details about post-launch content during their live stream. 2 new missions, referred to as jobs, will be coming in 2025, and more content updates are planned for 2026, all free of charge. In terms of monetization, it's strictly cosmetic. There are no pay-to-win mechanics within the game at all. The game is powered by Remedy's in-house Northlight engine, which fans may recognize from Control and Alan Wake 2. This time round, the engine has been optimized for multiplayer gameplay and to work smoothly on a wider range of PC systems. But if you've got a high-end setup, you'll still benefit from advanced features like path tracing and Nvidia's DLSS 4. How does FBC Firebreak sound to you? Are you considering giving this game a try? I will probably wait and see until I see some of the reviews come out and maybe see a little bit more from the game itself before deciding on whether to get this or not. But let me know in the comments if you're planning on picking this up, and let's move on. Now let's talk about Resident Evil, one of the most iconic gaming franchises of all time. Capcom's 2023 remake of Resident Evil 4 has been a massive success, becoming the fastest selling remake in the series' history. That alone is impressive, but it's just one part of the franchise's ongoing resurgence. Other Resident Evil titles are also hitting major sales milestones. Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard have each crossed 15 million copies sold, while Resident Evil Village has passed 11 million sold, and the Resident Evil 3 remake is now over 10 million units sold. Capcom says this is thanks to their strategy of discounting games over time to keep them selling longer after they've released, and it's clearly working for them. The Resident Evil series as a whole has now sold over 167 million copies worldwide since the game first debuted in 1996. That number is more than most entire game publishers manage across their franchises, and Capcom's not slowing down. While they haven't officially confirmed it yet, the new age ratings for Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 were recently spotted, suggesting that remasters for PS5 and Xbox consoles could be on the way soon. Capcom has also promised more remakes in the future, after already giving us refreshed versions of Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 4 over the past 6 years. On the entertainment side of things, a new live-action Resident Evil movie is in the early stages. According to reports, PlayStation Productions is involved. Zach Kreger, who is the director of the horror hit Barbarian, has been confirmed as the director of the Resident Evil movie. And of course, we still have the Resident Evil 9 game to look forward to whenever Capcom officially decide to unveil it to us. Okay guys, that's it for the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.